In this tutorial, we are going to sew a classic round t-shirt collar with back neckline cover and top stitching for truly professionally looking and lasting results. In this video, I'm sewing t-shirts from my new Relax Fit t-shirt pattern. This pattern comes with very detailed instructions, and every step you'll see in today's tutorial is also included in the instruction manual so that you can easily create high quality t-shirts at home yourself. In this video, I'm using contrasting color thread simply because it's better visible on the camera, but of course when sewing your own t-shirt, use a matching color thread. I will link the Relax Fit t-shirt pattern in the description box below, and now let's sew our classic round t-shirt neckline. Take collar detail, fold it in half and sew short ends with a straight stitch. Press the seam open. Fold collar in half so that seam allowance is on the inside and press around. Using a marking tool, transfer all placement markings from pattern detail to the collar. Pin collar to the neckline matching center front, shoulder, and center back markings. Note that collar is shorter than neckline, so when sewing, we will stretch the collar to fit the neckline. To sew the collar, stretch the collar detail to fit the neckline and holding that stretch, serge. Repeat stretching the collar, holding the stretch and serging all around the neckline. Make sure to not overstretch the collar, stretch only as much as needed to fit the neckline. Once you've sewn around the collar, finish serger seam by driving fabric away at 90-degree angle and leaving long thread tail. Bring the thread tail back into the seam using a dull needle with big eye or crochet hook. For pressing, begin by first pressing the seam flat the same way you sewn it. Here, try to press only the seam. This step will eliminate any seam waviness. Next, press the seam folded towards the bodice. Finish pressing by gently pressing and steaming seam from the right side of the garment. This is how the collar looks after this step. For neckline cover, cut 3 cm height strip from the same fabric as your t-shirt. Length of the strip should be a bit longer than the back collar seam from shoulder to shoulder. The strip should be cut horizontally for maximum fabric stretch. Fold the strip in half and press. Take the fabric strip and place it on the back neckline serger seam, placing the open edge on the second straight stitch row on the serger seam. The folded strip edge is facing towards collar top. At the strip ends, nearing the shoulder seam, stretch the strip away from the serger seam. Pin strip in place and pin only on the serger seam. At the sewing machine, sew the strip to the back neckline serger seam with a straight stitch. The seam should go right on the first row of straight stitches of the serger seam or a little bit above it. Trim both ends of the strip, cutting close to the straight stitch seam. Now fold the strip towards the bodice, hiding raw edge of the strip and covering back neckline serger seam. Start sewing around the folded strip edge with a straight stitch, attaching strip to the back bodice. Start and end seam by leaving long thread tails and don't do back stitches. Turn t-shirt right side out and top stitch around the neckline 2 to 3 mm from the collar seam on the bodice side. The top stitch seam should start and end at the back neckline cover seam, creating a continuous top stitch around the collar. Start and end seam by leaving long thread tails and don't do back stitches. Using a hand sewing needle, bring long thread tails from garment outside to the inside and tie knots. This method will help create smooth seam transition, making seam start and finish invisible on the right side of the garment. Press the collar and your back neckline cover is installed. This is how your collar and back neckline cover looks finished. Thank you for joining me in today's video, and I hope you enjoyed learning this technique. Relaxed Fit t-shirt pattern will be linked in the description box down below so that you can easily create high quality t-shirts at home yourself. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye!